Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to Wisdom International School's digital classroom for mathematics. So children, we have come to the end of the lesson, linear equation and two variables. So equations, so we are going to learn how to write an equation of lines which are parallel to x-axis and y-axis, okay? And also, if an equation is given, how to draw a line which is, parallel to x-axis and y-axis. Alright, so now let's, look at the example. So here, let us say I have got an equation x is equals to 3 and y is equals to 1. Okay, so now how do I draw a line which is a line which says x is equals to 3, the equation of this line. Okay, so here I go to the x-axis, y-axis. See, do you see this? This is the x-axis, right? And this is your y-axis. All right, so when they ask me to draw a line x is equals to 3, I go to the 3 in the x-axis because x is equals to 3, right? So I go to 3 in the x-axis and I draw a line perpendicular like this, okay? A straight line, a vertical line which passes through 3 in the x-axis, okay? So this line is actually parallel to the y-axis. So x is equals to any line, x is equal to any number is going to be a line which is parallel to the y-axis, and it's the other way around, okay? It's vice versa. That is, if y is equals to any number is there, like in this case I have given you y equals to 1, this is going to be a line parallel to the x-axis, okay? So now how do I draw a line which is y equals to 1? I go to 1 in the y-axis and I draw a line parallel to the x-axis like this, okay? So this means, what do you actually mean by x is equals to 3 or y equals to 1? So x is equals to 3 means every point on the y, or for all the points on the y axis, x is always 3. Like, this point will be written as 3 comma 2. This is 3 comma 4. 3 comma 3. This is 3 comma 0. Okay, this is 3 comma minus 1. So only your y is changing. See, the y values are changing, x remains constant. Similarly, the y in the value y is equals to 1 line, here y remains constant and x changes. Like this will be written as 0 comma 1. This point is minus 1 comma 1. This point is 1 comma 1. This point is minus 3 comma 1, and so on. Okay, so the y is 1 for all values of x. That's what it means. Now x is equals to 3 means x is 3 for all values of y. Okay, so now here you see I have just written a point. X is equals to a. See, where a is some number, okay, will be a line which will be drawn parallel to the y-axis, intersecting the x-axis at that particular number. Okay, if x is equals to negative 3, I will actually go to the x-axis, negative 3 over here. Let's say this is 0. I will draw a line like this. Okay, if so, similarly, if I have y is equals to b, some line, okay, some number, it will be a line which will be drawn parallel to the x-axis and intersecting the y-axis at b. So now if they ask me to draw y is equals to 5, for example, what do? I have a x-axis, y-axis. Let's say 0 is over here. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 somewhere over here. Let's say, so I'll go to 5 directly and draw a line on this. Okay, cutting the y-axis at 5. That's it. Okay. Now x is equals to 3, y equals to minus 2, x is equals to minus 5, y is equals to 1. See, these are all linear equations. So linear equation, when you say, that means that as we have learned previously, that linear equation means the power will be always 1. Right, so here the degree is 1, isn't it? So this is a linear equation. See, here the power is 1, here the power is 1, this is also having a power 1 here also. So but then if you look at all the 4 equations, these 4 equations have only one variable, either x or y, right? Only one alphabet is present, not both. So this is a linear equation in one variable, since there is only one variable present. Okay, now if you look at this equation, come to the fourth point here, 4x minus 2y is equals to 1. Now here you see the degree is 1, because both of them are having a power 1, but there are two variables, x and y. So these kind of equations are linear equations in two variables. Okay, so I can write the linear equation in two variables in any ways. So I can write them, the x term and the y term are written together, and the constant is written after the is equal to sign, or I can write everything together, x term, y term and the constant term together, and then finally equate it to 0. Or I can write something like this also, y is equals to 3x minus 5. This way also I can write a linear equation. Okay, So how do you decide, so that equation could be given in any format. The main thing what you have to look is, like, the degree, what is the power of x and y, and how many variables, different alphabets are present. Okay, x and y are there, so it's two variables, so it's a linear, and there is the degree is 1, so it's a linear equation in two variables. Understood? So that doesn't mean that, see, sometimes they may give you something like this: 3a minus 5b is equals to 3. Now if they ask you is it linear equation, you should see that, this, instead of x and y, they have just used a and b. So this is definitely a linear equation. Why? Because the degree is 1 again, and it's like, there are two variables, a and b, so it's a linear equation in two variables. Okay, so you should not get confused with the different alphabets. They can use a, b, they can use u, v, anything. Okay, but usually now initially we are just learning with the x-axis and y-axis. All right. Okay, now we'll look at few examples. If I say write 2x is equals to 5 as an equation in two variables. See, this particular equation has got only one variable, right? There's only 2x is equals to 5, just a x is there, but then they are asking us to write it in two variables. So how do I do it? I don't have a y variable, so I will just write it as 0y. 2x plus 0y is equals to 5. That's it. Okay. Now if they ask you, so this was like writing the equation. See, they said write an equation. Now here, if they ask you to give a geometrical representation, whenever you see, that means they are asking you to draw a graph. Okay, so here they're saying give a geometrical representation of y is equals to minus 1 as an equation in one variable. So if it is one variable, I don't have to worry about where is this. This is the y-axis. So that doesn't mean that I have to go to the y-axis over here like this. I don't have to draw it. Let it be y is equals to minus 1 or x is equals to minus 1. When they are talking about a one variable, I will just, draw a line over here like this. Okay, and I will draw a number line. So this is, I'm just going to represent it on a number line. When they say represent, show it in a give a geometrical representation in one variable, you just draw a number line. Okay, and you just mark the points, like 0, 1, 2, 3 on the right, negative numbers will be on the left of the 0, and you go to the minus 1 and you mark it like this. You just write it as y equals to minus 1. This, just because it's horizontal, this doesn't mean that it's an x-axis. Okay, you're just drawing some number line, that's it. All right, now come down to two variables. So when they say two variables, here automatically you have a x and y axis. Okay, because it's two variables, right? So you will have to draw an x-axis. So this horizontal one represents the x-axis, the vertical axis represents the y-axis. Now if they ask you, so this particular kind of a setup, where you have a x-axis and y-axis, is also called as a Cartesian plane. Understood? This is a number line. This way, if you have it like this, x-axis and y-axis cutting each other perpendicularly, this is actually a Cartesian plane. All right. Now how do we now what do? We have to represent y is equals to minus 1. So now in this case, we will go to y coordinate, y axis. We will go to minus 1 in the y axis and draw a line parallel to x axis. That's it. Okay. Okay, fine. So now this is a very simple concept actually, but you should have a clear idea about it. Okay, you should not get make mistakes in this. All right. Okay, now come to the summary. So this thing, the summary is actually very important. I've just pasted it from your textbook. I just wanted to go over these concepts with you, because you may get small simple multiple choice questions from this thing. Okay, from this concepts. So let's just we'll just quickly go over this. So in this chapter you have studied the following points. See, an equation of the form ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a, b and c are real numbers such that a and b are both or not 0, is called a linear equation in two variables. So what are they actually telling over here? So any equation of this form, okay, ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Okay, where a is not equal, so there is a condition. The x and y should have a power of 1, and a and b are not equals to 0. Only then it will be called as a linear equation in two variables. Okay, if one of them is 0, then it turns out to be a linear equation in one variable, right? Because if, see, let's say if b is 0, so if b is 0, this b into y, 0 into y becomes 0 again. So you have only ax. right? So in that it becomes only a one variable equation. So if you want to have a two variable equation, this particular setup should have a should not have a and b equals to 0. Okay, c can be 0, that's not a problem. Okay, because that's just a normal constant, right? A normal number. Okay, now the second point. So first point is over. I hope you understood. The second point says a linear equation in two variable has infinitely many solution. What do you mean by infinitely many solution? That means you can't count the number of solutions you can have. See, if I have a linear equation in two variables, let's say I talk about a line. Okay, all right, so I can actually have many points on this line, right? So there are so many points, and this is a line, it keeps on going on both the direction, it keeps extending on both the direction, so I can actually mark so many points. So I can't actually count the number of points I can get on a line, right? So it's a in a linear equation in two variables has many solutions. Okay, so remember this. You may get a get this kind of a question in a for a 1 mark or something. All right. Okay, so then the graph of every linear equation in two variable is a straight line. So obviously whenever you see linear equation, the linear word comes from the line. Okay, it's from the line. So the linear equation, any kind of linear equation, is going to be a straight line. Let it be a two variable linear equation or a one variable linear equation, it's going to be a straight line for sure. Okay, so here they have told that it's for two variables it's a straight line, but not only for two variables, even for one variable it's going to be a straight line. Okay, the moment you see the degree of the equation is 1, you are going to get a straight line. All right, now coming to the fourth point, x is equals to 0 is the equation of the y-axis and y is equals to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Now see, what do they mean over here? See, when I said that I have a line, okay, x-axis, y-axis, and if I want to mark x is equals to 1, okay, if I want to mark x is equals to 1, what do? I go to x-axis, this is the x-axis, and I draw a straight line like this, right? Correct. Now what if I ask you, okay, let me use a different pen color. So what if they ask you x is equals to 0? So what do? I go to x is equals to 0, 0 is over here, and I draw a vertical line, isn't it? See, x is equals to any number will always give you a vertical line parallel to y-axis, and y is equals to any number is going to give you a horizontal line. So this x equals to 0 is actually, I'm getting a y-axis, right? So x is equals to 0 is nothing but a y-axis. Similarly, if I say y is equals to 0, let's say, so y equals to 0 means I'll go to 0 in the y-axis. Again, this is the 0 in the y-axis, and but y equals to 0 will always be a horizontal line. So I get a x-axis over here, right? So that is what they are saying, that x equals to 0 is the equation of y-axis and y equals to 0 is the equation of the x-axis. Okay, now the graph of x is equals to a is a straight line parallel to y-axis. So see, we have just learned it over here. X is equals to a means x is equals to 1, x is equals to 2, or x is equals to any number. It's going to be a line which is parallel to y-axis, right? So you draw any line which is pointing, which is which is crossing the x equals to any particular number. So that is going to be a line which is parallel to the y-axis, right? See this arrow over here, when I draw an arrow like this, it means that these are parallel. Okay, and I have to show the point the arrows in the same direction. Similarly, the graph of y is equals to a is a straight line parallel to x-axis. Obviously, see, if you have a point like this over here, let's say -2, and if I draw a line which is passing through -2 like this, this is actually y equals to -2. So this is the line which is parallel to the x-axis, right? So that's what they are saying. Okay, now an equation of the type y is equals to mx represents a line passing through the origin. So here you see this particular line y is equals to mx. Here I'll show you how this works. Okay, y equals to mx, they are saying this particular line passes through the origin. That means there's an x-axis, there's a y-axis. This particular line passes through the origin like this. This is what is your origin. The 0, 0 is your origin. Okay, see, you can make this line like this, y, or let me just take x is equals to 0. If I put x is equals to 0, what do I get? I have an equation y equals to mx 0, m times x, right? So m into, for x let me put 0. So I'm getting y is equals to whatever big, however big the number m is, you're going to finally end up getting a 0, right? So you will get, for x equals to 0, you get y also as 0. See, if you have any other number attached to it, let's say you had a number plus b or something, okay? So like for example, you had y is equals to 2x minus or 2x plus 1. So in this case, if you put x is equals to 0, what do you get? You will definitely not get 0. You will get y is equals to 1 as an answer, right? The point is 0 comma 1. But if it is, you don't have a number over here attached, you have just y is equals to 2x, then in this case you will get y is equals to 2 into 0, which is 0. So you are getting a point 0 comma 0. So any equation of this form, y is equals to just mx, that is, you have a number only with the variable with the x, okay? There is no other constant, then this is definitely going to be a line which passes through the origin. Origin is nothing but 0 comma 0. Okay, now coming to the last point. Every point on the graph of a linear equation in two variables is a solution of the linear equation. Now that means, like, if there is a linear equation, let's talk about this graph, okay, the y, this particular line which I have drawn. So every point on this line, okay, is called as a solution. Any point, so many points are there, right? You cannot count how many points are there. Each and every point, lying on the line is actually a solution of the linear equation. So moreover, every solution of linear equation is a point on the graph of the linear equation. So I can say the other way around also. See, if I can say that if there are many points, on the linear equation, and on a linear equation, every solution of a linear equation, if I'm saying that there is a point which is a solution of a linear equation, that means that that particular point lies on the line. Okay, understood? Okay, so that's it. So now you take the exercise 10.4 as a homework. Okay, do it in your classwork and come. So inshallah we'll meet you with the next video. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.